Hi, Leo. This is Jess with your February 2020 general reading. Hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. Leo, for some of you, um, it's the type of energy I see that some of you definitely feels like you've gotten some form of control. You've gotten your footing, at least when it comes to career life and career sector. For some of you, there may have been doing a lot of research. Some of you, you've done a little too much research. You need to get some rest, and you instead of just acting. Some of you have taken a step back to research, to inquire, to see about a situation. Some of you may even have gotten to a place of stalking and investigating a situation. And I feel that for some of you, there has been a lot of stress, anxiety, and worry, which has turned into fight or flight energy, right? So at first you were fearing, you had a lot of worry, anxiety, and stress. And then because of that, it's almost like, well, you resent the fact that someone put you in a place where you have to stress and worry and have anxiety. And now you find yourself fighting back. You're not going to take it. Not going to let anyone just treat you any kind of way or talk to you any kind of way or mess up your brand or mess up your, whatever. And so you may have fought against someone and you were actually victorious. It was a hollow victory, right? Because it got to a point where a lot of nasty things were spewed or said, or just the way someone did it, the way you may have done it and you had to do it, but the way you did it, the other person may say, well, it was overkill, if that makes any sense. But now you kind of want to play nice. Now everything's said and done. You defended yourself. You did what you have to do. And now you want to take the steps forward, right? And for some of you, you're going to kind of try to keep that victory energy moving forward into a new space, right? Into a more positive space. So if you had to fight against something, you did come out in one piece, and with that you're going to try to turn that into something positive. It seems to me, Leo, and you guys can let me know in the description box, in the comment section below if you like, did you have to get a little nasty? Was it nice nasty, or was it just nasty? Some of you may have to revert back to your old ways, those old ways that you may have. You never have reverted back to those old ways, which you may have said, I'm not going to do this anymore, it doesn't serve me. But someone could have pushed you and you went there, and now you're quickly trying to recoup and trying to get back to where you want to be, where you want to take your life, right, in a better path. Problem is that with this, there may be people you have to deal with. They may prove to be a bit difficult. I have to say that some of you kind of just want to leave everything, leave your career, leave your job. You kind of just want to, turn the page, start all over again, leave it, start a blank slate and leave everything behind. You really want this new beginning. You want to start something new. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's going to take some time. That in order to get where you need to be, it's going to take a long time. And you have to be consistent. You have to be practical. You have to control yourself when you want to just rush out, when you have those urges and passions, when you want to take that big risk. You have to stop all of that. You have to get rid of all those urges. And you have just got to stay the course, keep your head down, keep your nose clean, and commit. If you have a lot of Virgo in your chart, you could do it. You have a lot of Capricorn in your chart, sure. Taurus, yes. If you're a true Leo, well, then you have to accept the fact that you are a fire sign, darling. And some of that, as sometimes you will find yourself reverting back to, well, let me curse you out right quick. Well, I'm not going to tolerate that. Oh, well, you know what? I'm going to use this. I'm just going to take the risk. I'm just going to. You are who you are, right? You are who you are. And so a part of that you're going to start to experience and feel like, you know what? This slow but steady process may not be working as quickly as you would like. Some of you may find that you're losing patience, you're losing drive, you're losing interest in it. And although you're not going to revert back to old ways, at least you're trying not to, you do get triggered. You get triggered back to that place of feeling that you have to defend yourself, that you have to guard yourself, you have to protect yourself. You're not going to let anybody take advantage of you. You're not going to let anybody victimize you. You're not. But what that is in turn doing is putting you back into a place of being a victim. It's putting the blinders on. It's not seeing the problem for what it is. And it's to kind of building a proverbial hell around yourself, right? This is Mercury in Pisces season. It's not easy for anyone. You guys are absolutely no different. It is triggering everything and everyone. And it's kind of, I mean, it is bringing a huge light on everybody's issues, right? And the thing is that we're all dealing with it internally. And then the problem is that we all have to deal with each other while dealing with all of this crap that's coming up within us internally. So I'm not going to sit here and say that it's a cakewalk. No, the readings I've been doing for everyone has been quite challenging, right? And if you are a Leo woman, you may become very frustrated, have a lot of aggression, anxiety, because you're holding back so much, right? But in holding back, it is bringing out a lot of frustration internally, okay? And I feel like you may go to a place where you just don't want to do anything. But you just don't do anything. And because you're not doing anything, you know, those things I just mentioned starts to kind of become more real for you. The issue that I'm seeing with Leo men, because in your reading, it's definitely showing different energies for each sex. So for Leo men, the reason why things may build up for you as well is because you're focusing on the past. And you're looking at the past about the things that didn't work and why they didn't work. And the conclusion that you come to, because you wanted something to work. It was supposed to work. It's supposed to work. It is working. It should work. You know, it's supposed to be mine. It is mine. Will be mine. You're focusing on something that you kind of can't control, or that isn't working or hasn't worked. And there's a reality that comes with understanding what that is. But with that comes, you know, in your mind, for some of you, it equals failure. I failed, right? And that failure could turn into resentment. It can turn into being blinded by, you know, not wanting to face the realities, because what you're interpreting your reality, it equals to failure. It equals to whatever anybody said about you, it's true. So the biggest thing here, and I think I'm going to go as far as titling your video Triggered, because Leos, men and women, you're going to be triggered. It's going to happen different ways. I just explained to you guys in what depth it may occur, but it is going to be triggers. Now you can get through this. You are Leos. You know, you guys are amazing, and know that you're not alone. I don't give a damn who you're looking at and you feel like their life is everything that yours should be. We're all being triggered in our own way. So if the Lord allows you to live through it, you can get through it. Okay. Just know that it's a temporary energy. And at some point, and I do feel for some of you, at the end of this Pisces transit, you're going to be walking away. Finally, you will overcome the demons and you're going to walk away. Now, that's not going to be forever, obviously. But at least you'll get closer to being in a more healthier space. What may come with that, though, is walking away from something that you've always wished for. Could be that as well. You may have to walk away from a big wish, something that you've always wished for, something you was hoping and praying and wishing that it would be ... Now we know that nothing's ever over until it's over, right? Nothing's ever dead until it's dead. So don't ever think that because I'm saying you have to walk away, that means, oh, well, that's good and fine. It could just be for now, and it may need to be for now, right? In order for you to come back. And when you do come back, you're bigger and better than ever. And then it just comes to you because you're not even focusing on it. It's that type of thing. All right. That being said, let's look at your love reading for you Leo singles. You want the real deal. Leos are not playing around. Singles, you're not interested in fly-by-night connections. You don't want those connections where you look across the room and it's, you know, this powerful magnetic attraction that's pulling the two of you together, and it's all shrouded around sex, and you know, not even 3 months later there's no foundation to build on and it's all gone, and then you wake up from the dream, right? You want your feet on solid ground. You want someone that you know this is long-term, this is real. You want peace, you want comfort, you want loyalty, you want forever. But you also want it to still have the trappings of falling in love and easiness and fun and excitement and all those things that Leos typically can bring to a relationship and want in return. You want something real. You want the real deal. For some of you, I feel like home is your sanctuary, and you feel like that's your place, that's your calm. And there you don't feel triggered. There you feel you feel good. Um, and you may not even want to bring anyone into your home. Like, you may want to just live in your home by yourself for some time. And that's what you're interested in. You do want something real. You want to meet someone who's kind of solid. You want someone that's not just solid in a long-term relationship, but solid with themselves, their mannerisms, their emotional stability, their mental stability. You want them to be solid. You want them to be healthy all around, come from a healthy background. And also you want them to look good on paper, but in reality as well, them to have a good amount of money in the bank, do well for themselves. You want the total package, Leo singles. It's just that simple. You want the total package. I do feel like some of you may be getting that, especially if you are a Leo woman. You definitely may have someone, especially after there has been some fallout with you and another person that has taken you through the ringer. Some of you could have gone back to someone and things didn't work out necessarily, but you may have someone new coming in, but you can't even see that this person is coming in because you're still focusing. You still have an attachment to someone else who, by the way, is in a worse state than you are. This person has demons, your past person. They have demons. And the connection between the two of you is so strong that they have the ability to keep you just as low as they are. They may say, and it may seem, that they've overcome their demons and that they've gotten better, but they are very manipulating. And I feel like for some of you Leos, this person kept you in a place of stagnation. Like, you always felt you couldn't, like, you guys were scared of this person. Let me know in the comment, and there's nothing funny about that, but let me know in the comment section below if any of you felt petrified, like really scared of this individual, because I feel like a lot of you, or some of you at least, have fallen in love, or have a connection with someone who you have become to fear. And you look at yourself and you don't even recognize yourself now that this person has come in your life. And there can be, like I said, a friend or someone in your life that's trying to take their time with you to kind of pull you out of that. But it's going to take some time. And I feel that it's a process, because this person, they got their hooks on you. And like I said, it's not as bad as it used to be, but it's still very much present. Now, when it comes to, but I feel like whoever this person is, going back to you singles, they may have seen you go back and forth to this person many times, like go back to that relationship, leave it, go back to the relationship. They may have seen you do a lot of things, and they're the type of person that's not going to judge you. They will just accept you for however you come, because, ultimately they want you to realize that whatever it is, or whoever it is that you describe that you want, they are there in your face. Couples. Well, it looks like for some of you couple Leos, you may have kind of averted disaster, like a breakup you may be getting back on track with the person that you broke up with. This may have been outside parties, and the relationship, you're like a marriage or commitment, is not working out, and it has been quite challenging, and there has been a breakup, a breakdown in your union with your mate. This also can speak to unrequited love, so someone doesn't love the person the same way anymore. This also can speak to two people just not being on the same page. Some of you could have resulted to stalking an individual. This person may have triggered you to take you down this rabbit hole of just like saying crazy stuff, doing crazy stuff, or and then you went from doing that to taking a whole step back. And again, there could have been hurt words, trying to hurt someone to make them feel as bad as you felt. And there is a wanting to start over and fix the situation after going back and not getting the results that you were looking for. Some of you may be trying to go back to someone. You're not waiting around to repair. It's like you're not waiting around to try to repair it, or you don't feel like you have to wait and repair. Like, you may feel better emotionally. You're not as heartbroken as you used to be, but you're still at a crossroads whether or not the situation is going to work, whether or not it's long commitment that you're looking for, whether or not you want to walk away, even though a part of you feels like if you walk away, it's going to be the one that's gotten away. You're going to look back at one point and say, I should have fought for them. They're the one that's gotten away. They were everything that I've wanted. They were right there for me, and somehow it couldn't be. So some of you may be trying to repair a relationship, and I feel that someone is holding back, certainly, because someone may be feeling that that's the best thing to do, is to hold back. And for them to hold back is like, I'm helping me and I'm helping you. Because, this may be a union that no one is healthy for the other person. Two people could be quite healthy, but two people may not be healthy for one another. Okay. And I feel that it's also someone may be wanting another person to be something that they're not. It's kind of like, let's say, some of you may have someone in your life, and you have an ideal person. It could be an ex, it could be an ideal individual that you've had in your life. And the person that you're with, you want them to be like the ideal person, but they're just them. They can't be anyone else. And I feel like for some of you, you may feel that this person that you're trying to work out things with that's holding back, this could be about money. This also can be about just not being able to put the work in to work out the problem. But you really want this to work. For some of you, you really want this to work. You might see this person as the ultimate person. But again, what can you do if someone's not being responsive to you? And I feel like this is going to trigger you or them. Someone's going to get triggered by this, and also I feel like with this person not responding to wanting to work things out, whether it be you or them, that again keeps the two of you in this proverbial challenge, right? I'm not going to say complete hell, but a challenge, and nothing manifests, nothing works out. Again, we're in Mercury retrograde in Pisces, so a lot of temporary energy of people holding back, not communicating, or trying to make something happen and it not working out. This is all in alignment of that energy. So I do feel like if a person is dragging their feet or just completely drawing the line in the sand and not cooperating, it's going to make it very difficult to make anything happen, and that's going to create a trigger in your relationship. So in the extended, we're going to look deeper into this relationship, find out what are their feelings for you, what are they challenged by, what secrets are they keeping? That's what I want to know. What aren't they telling you? What's going on between the two of you? What do they want to tell you down south they could? What would be their actions now and down the line? And we're going to also look at what's going to be the overall outcome between the two of you. Also looking at Leo singles. What's happening down the line with you guys as well. So if you're interested in that, click the link to the description box. It explains all that we look at. If you would like that, click that link. If you want something personal, you can click the link to my website, set something up for yourself. I would love to hear from you. So if you like, please do so in the comment section below. And if you're new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I'll be back very soon with another one. Take care, Leo.